shit.
Hello?
Hey, Tristan, what's the gate code?
It's pound. Sorry, I didn't know the gate was closed.
What's that?
We're walking outside.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know the gate was closed. I'm sorry.
You're
We're
good.
walking outside.
All right, see ya.
All right, good.
Is that you?
How you doing?
Doing good, dude.
Good to hear.
Who's Tristan?
That's me,
What's going on? What's your name?
Brett.
Brett, Tristan. My name's Carmelo.
Carmelo, nice to meet you.
You read what you want. You write what you want. I drive 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. I'm here for the vibes.
My girlfriend was in here.
What's her name?
Teddy.
Teddy? What's her real name?
Teddy.
Then I didn't get her. No, because I ask everybody's name just like I did you guys.
You remember it all?
I would remember it, Teddy. Shit, that's the first time I've
she
ever
might
met.
not have gotten it. It might have been her friend. I haven't had sex in a half a year. I'm so sorry. Call me.
What would make you think that?
Because I swear I thought I saw it on her story. It might have been somebody else's though.
Okay.
I swear to God, I've seen this before.
Here,
I think it had
you
to
know
have
what?
been, yeah.
This is how you figure it out.
Yeah.
So I got an Instagram of all the coolest people I've ever met. So look up my Insta, and if it says also followed by, then those people
call.
got in this car.
Good call. What's the Insta?
Just like the book, Uber Anonymous Official, you're looking for a lion's head.
Dude, what a good idea. That's sick.
Matter of fact.
I got it.
So this is my third volume.
That's so. You know what's funny is the guy who we're going to
Yeah?
where you're dropping us off, it follows you.
Wait a minute.
Logan Kearns.
Don't fucking say it. He's got a picture on there.
He does.
Only people that.
Oh, I know who that girl is.
So here, if I'm following them, they were in this car and they got vibe checked.
Like if I'm
Dude, I've had.
Yeah, you do follow him.
Yeah. Then I never follow anybody unless they've been in this car and they've been vibe checked. So don't even tell them. Just have them come out. That would be fucking hilarious. Can you show me a picture of him?
Yes. I was about to.
Matter of fact, if you want to go through the pictures and find, I don't know Insta that well.
Okay.
If there's a way to find the picture that I tagged him in, I don't know how to do that.
That's him and his girlfriend that you both follow.
Fuck, I had to get them recently.
It might have been.
Please find that picture. If there's a way to find the picture. I don't know. I've been doing this for maybe 6 months, so it's relatively recent.
Logan is the man, so.
Now, unfortunately, there's a lot of people I've met that are cool.
Yeah.
But wherever that picture is on my Insta, I write very, very personal things about it. And it's a, did you find it?
No. I'm just reacting to you, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, so it was a huge memorable moment. Just, you're catching me on a day that in 3.5 years, I have not had a higher vibe than today. Yesterday was...
What do you think causes that, man? Like, what's going on?
Humanity, sincerity, integrity. It is
what? Oh, I found it! That's
you?
the picture, yeah.
Fuck yes!
I found him. Let's go!
Get the... Oh, she was blonde then. Okay, that's why I didn't recognize.
Yeah, she changes her hair.
Read what I said,
okay,
please.
Yeah. Oh my God, you actually did like an entire write-up. That's sick. Logan is the first guy on his Insta that has held the door for his girl.
Oh, that's fucking right.
That's sick. Had to do it. You two were such a wholesome, positive vibe, and you got me laughing a few times on top of that. Congrats to the engagement. When you invite me to the wedding, do I get a +1? By the way, if you know this person, IRL, say hi because it means they were in this car. They were in this car, got what I gave you, and have a pic on this Insta. Best wishes. That's awesome. I like the photo.
That is awesome.
That's great.
So
I'm gonna be in his wedding.
Is he with her?
Yeah.
Right now?
She went to go work because she's a nurse, so she works nights. But he is So it's
How did you find the picture? Did you just scroll through it?
Yeah, I was
or-
just scrolling through.
When was it? When did I post it? It would have been within 3 days of that.
You think so?
Well, definitely, because I got to post the people I just met yesterday in a few days when I'm done with my shift. So I do Thursday through Sunday. I actually did Wednesday this week, but yeah. So basically, sometimes it's sad, but sometimes I meet no cool people in a whole weekend. Sometimes I meet 20, and it feels like a party.
Yeah, this was you posted on April 18th, actually.
Okay, so that was a good while away.
People like are very artistic too. They're drawn like I saw a chameleon in this one.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a. I could never.
That's
do
a
that.
pretty good
Yeah,
community.
I was like, I could never do
that is the second best drawing that is there.
Really?
So yeah, and he could improve on it, but that's kick ass.
Yeah.
Someone,
A young girl, I think she was like 16, drew an Among Us character with a
Really?
piece of cheese on the head, but it looked like it was printed. It was.
Really?
It's in there. It's pretty cool. So, but I mean, the chameleon's my favorite.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys get into tonight? Are you hanging with Logan?
yeah, we're going over to his place right now, and then we're gonna go out in Tampa, probably like Soho.
Yeah. Where? When? Like right away?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say I'd love to fucking take you guys.
Yeah.
But I don't know
we're
where I'm gonna
drinking
be.
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna be. Soho is the best vibe that I've had in 3.5 years.
Yeah.
It's also where the most beautiful girls I've ever seen together in
Love
one
that.
place
This is the
is.
first time
Do ya?
Yeah,
I love
my
it
fir-
too.
My first time in Tampa.
First time.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you never seen this shit?
Yes, I just.
Bro, they're gonna burn it to the
Yeah.
fucking ground. Well, dude, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I mean, you can, and I'm sure. You said you're Tristan, yeah?
Yep.
I'm sure Tristan to a degree. Sometimes you do get a little burnt out from Soho.
Yes.
You know, and
But that's
there's.
the beauty about this area because you got so much to do. You go to St. Pete, you
Yep,
go to Clearwater,
yep,
you go to
yep.
Dean.
Yeah.
You
So
go
it's
anywhere.
always a go-to. You know, it's and the coolest thing. Did you go to UT, Tristan?
No, I'm
Okay.
from Ohio.
All right.
Yeah.
From Ohio, not from money. Okay, not
Yeah.
UT. So the cool thing about Soho is so many people, I want to say 18 to 25 is like the main demographic age-wise. So many people go there so often that you don't even have to call up your friends. They're there.
Yeah.
And almost everybody's very, very friendly. I mean, honestly, it's just college kids. They're interested in drinking and fucking, and that is
Yeah.
it. You know, they're not trying to cause fights. Nobody's trying to rob anybody. Did I really miss the light that I tried to skip? All right. So, but yeah, it's cool because I would get a lot of single people, but like one person in the car, and I was always like I'm not a guy to go out alone. How are you going out alone? They're like,
Yeah.
because we go to Soho and the people are there.
Yeah.
You know, you meet enough people, especially exes, you're gonna see him. You're gonna see him again. You know, and then I'm sure later, if he's got an interest, you know, he'll probably show you Ybor. Ybor's rough, but it's
I
colorful.
haven't done Ybor too often. I've only gone to like the Ritz a few
Dude,
times.
it's rough, and like unfortunately, guys that look like us are targets.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's just think of it this way: at Soho, if it's a bad night, it's your fault.
Yeah.
In Ybor, if it's a bad night, it's most likely not your fault.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't go there with a girlfriend unless you were rolling deep,
Yeah.
because guys will straight grab her ass, and like 6 of them. Now you have a choice to either be a pussy or die. Those are your choices.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a good environment.
Yeah.
People get their phones lifted all the time, and they can't.
Dude, we went to the Ritz the last time. My buddy got his phone stolen
Yeah,
there.
the bouncers tell me that they get 30 to 50 reports of phones stolen a day, and that's per
So
club.
fucked.
I've had to meet 3 people that just got raped, and 2 of them were guys. Ironically,
What the fuck?
yeah, and
In
that,
Uber, like you picked them up?
yeah,
They
and then
said that?
they admitted it to me, and I
They
took
didn't
them.
call the cops or anything?
Well, I was taking them to the police station.
Oh my
So
God.
now the girl, she was just coming out of being dosed. Not only have I been dosed, I did it to myself because I'm a fucking idiot. Me and my friends were like, we're like, I want to see what it's like to be dosed. Me and my 3 guy friends just got fucked up, set up
How
cameras. Huh?
How terrible was it?
Well, I mean, as long as you're not getting raped, it's fine.
Oh,
You know,
really?
it's just like a blackout.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
like you know, going too far. If you mix like weed and alcohol, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we were more or less coherent.
Yeah.
I mean, it did look like we
I heard
were
the
like,
hangovers are terrible.
yeah. Well, we were drinking too, so
Yeah.
like not at the same time, but we were used to hangovers.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, a lot of times you didn't feel this, but we saw it on the cameras because
Yeah.
I installed security cameras, so it was easy for me.
Smart.
But it looked like we were a grizzly bear got shot in the ass with a sedative dart. That's what it looked like. You know, but we tried to play foosball, we tried to play ping pong. You know, we were alert for most of the time. Sometimes we passed out, but you know, since nobody was trying to take anything from each other, it just looked like a couple of people that had the worst hangover of their life kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, but I kind of remember what it feels like. But I've had to see over 15 to 20 people dosed in this car.
That's crazy.
You know, and that
from Ybor, you think?
a huge majority of them, yeah. So I pulled one from St. Pete. Girl got in the car and she's like, hey, I got dosed. I know what this is like. I've been dosed before. I'm going to go under. Here's the number of my boyfriend. Please get me to the house.
Wow.
And in 18 minutes, I watched her go under. And I was like, don't worry, sweetheart. I got a dash cam. We're totally cool.
Wow.
You know, and
like go under, like just pass out.
oh yeah, like she had to be dragged from the car. So she gave me the boyfriend's number.
Oh,
I called him. I
dude,
said, this
that's
is the
so
situation.
scary.
So, and yeah, he was a really sweet guy. I mean,
He probably was so grateful. For
he was running towards me. Like I couldn't even make it to the house.
Yeah.
You know, so and you know, I've seen other people like that girl that got raped. I saw the guy and it was a very, very weird situation. First off, this girl was gorgeous, but she didn't look like she dressed herself.
Yeah.
You know, girls might get sloppy drunk, but outfit-wise, they do not get sloppy. Their pants are not sideways and one boob is out of the bra and the other one's in, and they don't do that shit.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then she started to come out and she started to tell me what was going on, and basically, I was like, are you okay? I had a suspicion, but I can't say anything. I don't want, if somebody doesn't remember something, I don't want to put it in their mind that I think they got raped.
Right.
You know, and I remember talking to her and just being like, you know, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, just it's a little weird. I'm like, what's weird? And she's like, I don't know. It's just I for some reason I always feel like this when I hang out with my friend. And I'm like, that guy is your friend? Serious age difference. I'd say like maybe 10 years. So I'm like, well, what do you mean? She's like, I don't know. I just kind of get fuzzy, and it's just you know, I don't remember drinking that much. And I'm like, check. Like I'm getting this. And she's like, yeah, my friend hates this guy, you know, because she thinks something's up, or no, her sister hates this guy, and I'm like, what do you think is going on? And she's like, I don't know, I'm kind of afraid to think about it. Like she knew. I'm like, have you hooked up with this guy? She's like, no, never. You know, she's like, but it's weird because he treats me like we have. And like she's putting it together in her head.
Yeah, like she's like,
so
while she's getting like fucked up.
While she's coming, I was like, hey, do you want to eat or drink anything? Like I knew, I mean, now in retrospect, I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I have a little bit of food and a little bit of water for, is in case I come across somebody like that. And she was like a 25-minute trip, and she started to come out of it, and she goes, can you pull over? And she's starting to hyperventilate. I'm like, yeah, sure. It was like 2:30 in the morning. It was near Armature Works, but it was the dude's hotel, so it's not like it was Armature Works. Yeah. And she's grabbing at her stomach, and I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, I just have the weirdest feeling. I was like, what does it feel like? And she's like, I feel like I had lots of sex. And I'm like, well, okay, well, it's none of my business, but when's the last time you have? She's like, it's been like 6 weeks, you know? And I'm like, can I be honest with you? And she's like, I think I know what you're gonna say. I'm like, Chicky, I don't think you dressed yourself. I don't, like, I've seen this before, and what do you think? And she's like, oh, I don't want to think about it. I'm like, listen, you can't, if you're right, you can't let this keep happening, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, whatever you want to do, I will do. So, you know, it was, unfortunately, the ride went south. But yeah, it's a wild world out here, but I love it. I'm here for it. Even the horror stories, I love them. Like, I don't love them in the moment.
Yeah.
Those things I told you about the girl and the two guys, I didn't want that to happen to them.
Yeah.
But it was a treasure that it was me that was there to handle it.
Yeah,
because I, like the two other people that went to the police department, like I was with them. Done with my job. Shut it down. Somebody's got to be there for them. I'm not going to have a different Uber take them home from the police department.
Yeah.
Some quiet person or somebody that doesn't speak English or somebody that, you know, these guys, they told me what happened to them, because at this point, if I'm a professional at anything, it's people. And I can tell when something's wrong. And it's happened so many times that now I can confidently say that I'll be like, hey, listen, I know we don't know each other, but I know something happened, and I want you to know that I'm here to listen if you want to talk.
Yeah.
And every time, every single time, now that I'm confident at it, they talk. And it's, you know, sometimes it's a little nothing and they're just making a big deal out of it. Most of the time it's not. Most of the time it's pretty serious. I wouldn't call it as serious as that, but Sometimes it's a guy that just cheated on the girl of his dreams, and he knows that he has to tell her. And not only does he know that, but he knows that she's such a high quality woman, she is going to leave.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know what to do, even though he knows what he has to do.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm taking him there. Ugh, that hurts.
Yeah.
You know, and that's.
Has somebody opened up to you about that?
Oh, dude, you have no idea the things that people tell me. So, I mean, I met a girl. Think about like a super hot nerd, though. You know, like she hasn't even weaponized her looks
That's really
yet.
attractive.
This girl got in my car. I could tell something was wrong. I picked her up from a strip club. Made everything okay. And she's like, listen, I'm never going to tell anybody about this, so I'm going to tell you. She's like, you know, I was dating this fuckboy like 4 years ago. I broke up with him. He spent the next 4 years like putting in work, trying to see me again.
Yeah.
And she's like, today, I wanted to give him a chance. He convinced me to take Molly. I thought it was pretty safe. I didn't know you couldn't drink on Molly. She's like, I drank a lot. And I woke up in a four-way with two strippers and him. And I'm like, listen, to each their own, bro. Are you that kind of girl? She's like, I don't sleep with people.
Oh my
like,
God.
I just made the decision to do it with him, you know, just because I was feeling myself. And she was like, when I kind of came to, I really didn't know what to do. And so she left, and she was like, listen, I want to go home. And he's like, well, I'm going to buy a couple more, so why don't you go wait in the car? So it was 3 a.m, almost 4 a.m, and she, you know, she didn't know what to do. I mean, that's pretty fucking epic for somebody that doesn't sleep around. It's epic for somebody that does, you know. And so she sat in his truck and kept texting him for an hour. Couldn't get an Uber anywhere. And then she got me, and I got her out of there, you know. And then she told me, and, you know, and I mean, at that point, I can't even say, like, there are certain casual situations where I can say things tactfully. And be like, listen, you know, you're literally like the secret men are looking for. You're fucking gorgeous, and you got that nerdy look to you. You haven't weaponized your look. I couldn't say none of that shit because I don't want to be in that boat. That's actually how the first girl I told you about that got. That's how that fell apart.
Oh wow.
Is well, actually not quite like that, but I was like, listen, I can take you to your friend's house. I can take you to the police department. I can take you wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
You know. So she was begging me to stay with her. I was going to hit that $400 bonus if I took one more ride. Yeah. So I was like, listen, like, I want to be there for you. I got to take one more ride. No, please don't leave me. Please. Because she's going to a dark house. Her friends aren't home. And I was like, listen, I will go get your friends, or I will take you anywhere you want to go for free. You know, just, I got to do this one more ride. She's like, please, look, anything. I'll do anything. And I see now how this came off, but I was like, listen, the only way I could do this is if you stay with me in the car and I
take a ride,
go to this ride, and I do one more ride.
What if she would have, like, you would have dropped her off and then she called again and got your car, did another ride?
She didn't have her phone. So, and this guy had her phone, and this happens all the time because he doesn't want her to reach out, you know. So, but yeah, it's a good point. So, as soon as I said you can stay with me, she thought I was looking for round 2. For sure.
Really?
She panicked. She damn near jumped out of the car right at her house as I was pulling up. She was literally shaking, you know, and yeah, it does. Dude, I felt like a piece of shit. I didn't do it. Dude, she, to this day, probably thinks that I was wanting to get to double dip. That's probably what she thought. I am such a good-hearted person that when people think bad of me, it breaks my soul, dude. It breaks my soul.
I definitely care a lot about what others think.
Yeah, and that's the coolest thing about Uber is there's a lot more good people out there than I thought there were. And there's a lot more people, whether they do it temporarily in the car or they're always like this, a lot more people that are sincere, that are honest, that are transparent, at least good-hearted. I don't know about their actions. I'm pretty good judge of character. Anyway, well.
Do you have a most insane? I mean, I feel like you've told a lot of stories.
Dude,
and crazy stories.
I have had attempted sexual assault twice. A gay dude tried to fuck me in the back seat, and I had to fight him. A girl, 28-year-old girl, it was her birthday. She wanted birthday sex. Again, I'm not that guy. She tried to force me to kiss her, and then when I refused so many times, she was like, well, you don't think I'm hot? I'm like, no, you're great looking. She's a great looking girl. But hot girls can get very ugly very fast. You know? And I mean, right now, the sea of women that I see, I don't need beauty or intelligence or respect. I'll take it all.
I swear to God, I don't know if you could. Wait, where'd you say you're from?
I mean, you may as well be here. 27 years.
27 years. Did you grow up elsewhere?
Yeah, up to 10 years old in Kansas, but
Okay.
I don't even know what the hell's in Kansas. so-
Florida people, man, are something.
Yeah.
Like, especially when it comes to like sexual likeness or any type of just like boundaries.
Yeah.
I swear.
Honestly,
Florida versus anywhere else. Like,
Florida is the
beats
Florida's the
everybody.
most traveled state in the country. So this
Right.
is my theory of that. We are the biggest mix of every state that there is.
Oh, yeah.
That's why our drivers suck. That's why it's not
Yeah,
that they
the driver-
suck. It's just that all
not-
of us are not on the same page.
Right, right.
So when it comes to sexual boundaries, all of us are not on the same page.
Yeah.
You get shit like downtown New York that is very different than Ohio, for an example.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but if you mix all that shit in, nobody knows what the fuck's going on.
Right.
We're almost there. We got a few more minutes, but the way I met your boy
Yeah.
is basically when I meet people that are good vibe. You guys are like the first default good vibe because I knew your people already, which makes sense to me. But yeah, when I meet people that are
We'll
good
take it.
vibes, which isn't all the time.
Take what we can get.
You remember the part that on that post he was like, or I said, you know, that means they were in the car, they got what you got. Remember that?
Yeah.
Open the armrest between the two of you. And drop the black door, press the button down, pull it towards you. And go ahead and grab the red box, pull it out, and keep it level, please. You got it?
Yeah.
Go ahead and open it up. Guys, a minute sooner or a minute later, he heard this too, we wouldn't know each other. Let me start you guys off right, get you your first drinks.
Oh, no
let's fucking go.
way.
Let's go.
This is like the best fucking.
Sick.
What the fuck?
Sweet.
What? This is awesome,
sick.
man. Thank you.
Yeah,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Wow.
You got to grab an extra one for Logan. He'll
Alright.
blow his
Okay,
fucking
okay,
mind.
okay.
So yeah, so now one thing I do want to do with you, it's up to you, I'm sure you're going to say yes,
Yeah.
is only the people that have been in this car and have gotten the shots are on my Insta.
All right,
yeah.
let's
Do
do
you
it,
want to do a
man.
picture? All right.
Absolutely.
Now, where I'm going, is there a place I can pull off? Because
Yeah,
cops are still
so
about when it's daylight.
It's a parking garage, actually.
Okay.
So I can direct you.
I already shut the app off because I'm like I'm gonna, you know, this is the thing is you know, if you want to see the vibe, you gotta be the vibe. You can turn this into something beautiful. It does
Yeah.
not have to be a shitty fucking job. It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be that. So yeah, it's wild. So like that experience, that got me going. I mean, I've met 18-year-old Indian girls that are like, I'm not kidding, they're literally curing cancer. I've gotten two rocket scientists that what they do for SOCOM, for all of our national special forces, is he built an egg that can fly jet powered at 600 miles an hour, and like Iron Man, it can target a VIP, fly at them at 600 miles an hour, open up, capture them, and save them. And then, right after that guy, I'll get a girl that's like, "Hey, how far do you live from here? You could be my regular." And I'm like, "Whoa," you know? And you get that, you know, you get that kind of stuff, and it's all over the place.
Yeah. Obviously, you have like amazing conversations with everybody, but the more people that are on your Instagram and like do the shot, is that around this time when like people are going to a pregame?
8 p.m. to 4 a.m. Oh yeah, you're probably the earliest one I've.
Lane?
You're the earliest one I've had in a while.
And then not
I don't
this
remember.
right.
I don't remember the last time I gave shots out when it's not dark.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's
I think it's a right at this light right here.
you'll recognize it though, right? Wherever
Yes,
I'm going. Okay.
Yes.
So
this is the Publix. Perfect.
okay, so where are we?
Turn right, and then we're gonna go to see the parking garage on the left indoors. Keep going down. It's gonna be pull up on the left. It's free parking. I think that's Logan standing outside. That is Logan standing outside
Let me
with
get
the
a
beer.
shot.
Here it is. Here it
I'll
is.
get a shot.
Yo!
Hey buddy, you ready for round 2? Where can I park?
Wherever. You can pull around if you want.
Yeah.
Go full circle.
That's funny.
Dude, that's perfect.
That's cool, dude.
That's the best Uber ever.
Yeah, what are we doing over here?
Honestly, he's doing what I was gonna do. So I'm actually gonna park in the no parking spot. This is funny. We still got to do the picture, but.
Of course,
Alright,
of
cool,
course.
yeah.
Do we do it in the car? Or?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
Logan, what are the chances? Oh, you still got to do the Insta? We will. Not Logan, but I am re-tagging him because you guys. All right,
So with the shots?
no shots because
okay.
that'll be 400
Yeah,
open
it's
containers.
Probably good.
So, all right, so the lens is right here on the right-hand side.
Cool.
I'm gonna take one frame out of it. You just pose for a second, and that's
Cool.
that.
Perfect.
3, 2, 1. That's it, guys. Now,
Awesome,
just like him,
man.
I'd love both of you, but I need one of you to grab my Insta, and I'll tag you.
I want to follow you right now.
So yeah, and when my work week is over, like Monday, Tuesday, I didn't forget about you guys. I'll tag everybody up. And,
I followed you. You have another camera. You just want to follow that.
honestly, dude, it's only because people like you finally convinced me to keep this meeting together that I started it. Okay. I'm 37. I don't really give a shit about social media, but I did that because it's a lot of fun.
I'm kind of upset that you didn't see my drawing. It was pretty sweet to me.
It was him.
You made it. You made it.
Oh my god.
All the time. Like just weird coincidences. Like
Well, the coincidences do.
Yeah.
Not like this though.
Okay.
Usually it's in the car. I find out afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, and I wouldn't post you guys for like shit. You know, look.
Right.
You know,
But like all in the car.
then you're going to his house.
Yeah.
You know, I recognized him. I did recognize this girl because then she was blonde. Yeah. The picture you showed me, she wasn't blonde.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't remember, but yeah.
Well, you gotta.
Yeah, that is wild that happens. I cannot believe how some of these things.
Thank you so much.
Dude, it's no surprise to you. You're good people too.
Yeah, great to meet you.
Makes sense why you guys do things.
Seriously, so awesome.
All right, guys, have a good night. Maybe you'll be the 33rd time I see people twice.